I have finished reading Wayward by Blake Crouch. This is the second tome in the series Wayward Pines trilogy, and it's not as good as the first tome. It is a very good and fast read. You'll gobble it up because the writing is very simple, but it's not something that you will stop and tell yourself, "Oh, this is really well written." It doesn't excel in anything, but it does excel in telling a very straightforward story. And one of the main problems that I had with this book is that it seems a means to an end, meaning the author, Blake Crouch, it kind of appears in this book that he wanted to get to the ending. And well, the plot of this specific book, book two, was really just a consequence. And I'm consequently very curious what happens on the third book. But this book wasn't very exciting. It's really a letdown if you read the first book and you were really, really pumped up by the end. My main problem with this book is that Ethan, what the hell is his last name? I don't remember anymore. Ethan, the new sheriff, just comes across as very obtuse and acts in a certain irrational way that makes the plot advance, but does frustrate the reader. Or at least I was very frustrated as I read it, but I kept reading because, well, it was very easy to read, and I also love Bay Crouch as a writer, and I was curious to see where the story led. I did guess where the story was going, but it was nonetheless a pleasant read. As for the villains, they didn't come across as very realistic. They were really just pathologically evil, just like sociopaths. And I feel as a writer, that's really a cop out, giving your main villain just like, I'm just sort of like evil, and they're not really like a philosophy or a justification behind. I know there's a lot of people that are fans of Sauron evil, like there's just evil and like evil and good. But I do like my characters with some sophistication. And so for the best quote of this book is, and it's really funny because it's actually not really by Blake Crouch, but instead by Robert Frost. And it is, before I built a wall, I'd ask you to know what I was wailing in or wailing out. And yeah, Robert Frost wrote that quote. And the worst quote of the book is by one of the villains, and it goes as such. I made myself available to you, and you would rather fuck your wife. What's bothering me, the rub, if you will, is that you're a pragmatist. We could do better. So that was for me both the best and the worst quotes in this book. And as you can see, the best quote isn't really that good, but the worst quote is actually really terrible. It's quite bad. If you're a fan of Blake Crouch, I would recommend the book. It's not terrible, and 3 stars is not really a bad rating. It's still enjoyable, and it goes by very fast, and it does lead the story somewhere. And I'm very excited to start the third book. I don't have high expectations anymore, but I'm very excited. So maybe see you then.